Guilt is one of the worst things you can feel. Knowing that you did something wrong can really weigh you down. Whether it's something mean you said to a friend, leading somebody on for the wrong reasons, or feeling bad about which friend you're siding with in an argument, knowing that you're in the wrong can really suck. Although it can feel like you've done something wrong, it's really important to realize that some situations are just inevitable. So do the best you can, because for those who matter, that should be enough.
Great job today, Paige! I have a great idea for your next broadcast. It could be about rumors.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I have this cousin that goes to Runford University, and he was telling me about this tabloid they have with all these crazy rumors.
That's interesting.
Apparently they just make stuff up about people, and they frame 3 girls for murder.
What murder?
This kid was killed last semester.
You know, I should meet them, to interview them.
Well, they don't know who's writing it.
No, I want to meet the girls they're targeting.
Dying to know what you keep inside. You're trying to run, but you just can't hide. Secrets like this cut worse than a knife. It's hard to survive unless you follow the rules of life. So follow the rules of life. Just follow the rules of life.
So I heard Amy came out to her mom last night.
Who told you about it?
I saw her this morning. Is she still not talking to you?
No. I mean, I'm gonna try and talk to her tonight and try to apologize.
Speaking of apologizing.
What is it?
Well, I talked to Eric last night.
Are you guys getting back together?
I'm not really sure, but he says he wants to talk.
So now what?
Well, we both agreed that it'd probably be better if we meet up.
Do you want me to clean my side of the room? It's really messy.
No, it's okay. I think I'm gonna go home this weekend, and I'll just see you then.
But what about the masquerade ball?
You're gonna go to that? I didn't think you'd be into it.
Well, Janel and Katie are coming, so I thought I'd go to support them, you know, with Alpha Delta Nu and everything.
See, you are a good friend. I bet Amy isn't even really mad at you.
I don't know. But getting back on subject, you and Eric, what's going on?
Like I said, we're just gonna talk.
So what do you think about all this? Are you gonna get back together?
I don't know. I mean, we were together for almost a year when we broke up. If we can get that back, I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I hope things work out between you and Eric.
Thanks. And I hope things work out between you and Amy, too.
Thanks. Hello? Yes, this is Lauren. In radio interview? Sure. Okay. I'll see you then. Bye.
Who was that?
It was Paige Meyers from G94.7. She wants to interview me for a piece they're doing about advice.
So does anyone want to come home with me this weekend? My mom says we can all stay over.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm going to the Alpha Delta Nu masquerade ball.
I didn't know you were going to that.
Yeah, I'm going with Kevin. He asked you to go?
Nobody will.
Why didn't you say anything earlier? We could totally pick you out an outfit.
Don't worry, I've got this under control.
Are you sure? Do you remember the last time you tried to pick yourself out your own outfit?
Yeah, but I've been reading a ton of fashion magazines. I don't think I'll have any trouble.
So, how about you, Kelly? Do you want to hang out with me this weekend?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
Do you have a date or something too? This is so unfair.
No, I don't. I'm just busy. Busy with what? Like homework and stuff.
We could have study time.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I can.
Okay, fine.
Oh, come on. Hello? Yes, this is Morgan. An interview?
So I was all like, back off, bitch. I can play dirty too.
Oh, really?
Stop it. That's not what I mean.
Hey Janelle, congratulations.
On what? Shouldn't you be congratulating Jill for taking over Alpha Delta Nu president?
Well, I guess so. But I didn't know you were pregnant.
What?
I'm not pregnant. Who told you that?
Well, I read it in the newspaper.
This is not the paper.
This is the Runford rumors. Morgan and Katie were telling me about this.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were friends.
Yeah, is that a problem? I thought you were over her.
I am. I just didn't know you guys were hanging out.
Well, get over it. Shouldn't you be more worried about the fact that the whole school's going to think I'm pregnant?
Well, who do you think wrote it?
Well, whoever wrote it has something coming to them.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. But when I find out who it is, they'll regret they'll ever did this.
Well, do you want any help?
Why would you want to help me? You do realize that Jill is most likely behind all of this, right?
I don't think so. It might not always seem like it, but Jill is a great friend. Besides, her and Katie are the only two in the house who don't treat me like I'm in kindergarten.
Oh, sorry about that rumor.
What rumor?
Oh, never mind. So what are we going to do about this?
I
fight with Janelle.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea that Janel was going to lose the presidency over this.
Well, it's not your fault. She chose to fight you.
You know I didn't do any of those things that she said I did, right?
What do you mean?
Like, with that whole dating website thing in her presentation, I'm definitely not a fan of Janel, but I would never do that to someone.
I think she just assumed you would did it.
Well, you know that's not my fault, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry if it seemed like I was siding with her. I just really didn't want to get involved in your fight.
That's understandable. I just don't understand why she thought I would do something like this.
I can talk to her if you want. Maybe it'll help clear the air?
No, I'd rather not. Maybe we should just let this whole presidency thing blow over first.
I wish we could just all get along.
I'm not really the one causing problems here, so I don't know what to do.
Well, regardless of what's going on with you and Janelle, it shouldn't change things between you and me. So let's go get dinner later?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, hang on, I'm getting a call.
Hello?
Yeah, this is her. It's nice to meet you, Paige.
Hi, Danny.
Oh, hi. Sorry I couldn't make it to the last newspaper meeting. I assume that's why you're talking to me.
I just wanted to talk.
In public? Gosh, why did somebody see you with me?
I don't care about that anymore.
Oh, yeah. Why the sudden change?
I came out to my mom last night.
What?
Yeah, I figured it was time for her to know. And if she knew, maybe things could go back to normal.
And what was that? Hiding in closets? Listen, you can't just ditch me for a month and then decide we're going to get back together.
I just thought that...
You thought what? Listen, it's really great that you came out to your mom, and I really hope that she's supportive of you, but if you can't come out to the whole school, then that changes nothing.
I think I'm ready.
I'm going to need a little more than I think.
Danny, please.
No, I really care about you. I really, really do, but I can't keep pretending to be in a relationship with you and hiding it. It's too difficult.
What if I can prove it to you?
If you can prove it, and you're ready, then we'll talk.
What are you guys doing here?
I need to talk to you about Greg.
I don't think that's a good idea.
He was Lauren's brother, Tyler.
Stepbrother.
What?
Hurry up, come in.
So what exactly do you know about Greg that you're not telling us?
I was only doing what Greg told me to do. I was only doing it to protect you.
Protect me from what?
I'm not entirely sure myself.
Well, what did he say about me?
He only said you two were step-siblings, and he said you were in some sort of trouble.
You thought she was in trouble and you didn't say anything?
Greg told me not to say anything.
Well, clearly that worked out well for him, huh?
All I want to know is why he couldn't approach me in person.
He was afraid your father would see you two together.
What?
He started slipping notes once your father was found near campus. He thought he was going to try to hurt you. He wanted to warn you about your dad finding out. He was probably the one that killed Greg.
But my dad's dead.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
Well, I'm sorry I can't be any more help.
That's okay. Thanks anyway. Well, that told us nothing.
Better luck next time, I guess.
What's that?
Oh, it's just a note I found in Taylor's room.
Wendy Wheeler? Why does that name sound so familiar?
She's a philanthropist in Fairland County.
Yeah, that's right. I won a scholarship in her name my senior year, but I could only use it if I went to Runford.
That's so weird. I have the same scholarship.
Yeah, it was a full scholarship, so I had to accept it.
Yeah.
Hey, Amy. How are you?
Pretty crappy. Why?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just dealing with my sexuality issues.
You know, that's not what I meant. I just knew you were going through a lot of things.
I just don't understand why you keep me out of the loop, but you're so quick to trust Morgan. What do you even know about her?
Morgan and I are going through some really similar things right now.
Doesn't mean I can't help.
I know. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about my dad.
It's okay. Sorry I blew up about it.
So how are things with Danny?
Rough, but I think they're getting better. I came out to my mom last night.
Really? That's great.
Yeah. But I don't know how much they're helping because now I have to prove to Danny that I'm ready to be in a relationship.
You really like her? That's great. I mean, just now you'll have to figure out a way to win her back.
Yeah, but how do I do that?
I think I might have an idea.
Katie, I've been looking all over for you. Did you see the new Runford rumors?
Yeah, what's that about? You're not pregnant.
I know, I'm not. It must have been Jill behind this.
You can't just assume that she's behind everything. I know you don't like her, but have you thought of the possibility that she isn't out to get you?
Did Jill tell you to say that?
No, but I did talk to her earlier.
Of course you did.
Will you just listen? She didn't mess with your presentation, and if she says she didn't do it, then I believe her.
Well, then who else must have done it?
I don't know.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense for anyone else to do it.
It doesn't make sense for it to be Jill. Why do you have to do this?
Why do I have to do this? She's the one who started this fight.
Yeah, and you can end it, so just drop it.
I can't believe you're taking her side with this.
I didn't want to take either of your sides, but you're making me.
Yeah, so is Jill.
Look, I don't have time for this right now. Morgan, Lauren, and I have a radio interview we have to go to soon. By the way, I really think we should tell them about Angela.
What about Angela? Everyone knows we went to elementary school with her.
Yeah, but they don't know what we did to her.
It doesn't matter. What happened to Angela isn't our fault.
Yeah, but we could have prevented it. It's important that they know.
Okay, Katie, telling them about this is only going to make the situation worse. Do you want everyone to think that we're behind this?
What if we are?
Well, I swear to God, Katie, if you tell anyone about that...
Fine! Have it your way. Just make sure you're okay with keeping this secret.
Thank you guys for agreeing to do this. I know it's really difficult to talk about this stuff.
It's okay.
Okay, then, let's get started. This is Paige Meyers from G94.7, and we're going to talk a little bit about bullying. We have three lovely ladies here from Runford University. Can you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Hi, I'm Lauren Ford, and I'm a journalism major at Runford University.
Hi, I'm Katie Davis, and I'm an art major, but I just got accepted to FUR, so I'll be going there for fashion design and merchandising next year.
And I'm Morgan, and I'm a childhood education major with a minor in theater arts.
Okay, great. So, as I understand it, you've all been targeted by this new tabloid on campus. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. I was actually the first one who found it. It basically just posts made-up information about students.
And what did it post about you?
It accused us of things we didn't do.
And how long has this Runford rumors been around for?
It's the first I've ever heard of it.
And hopefully it's the last.
What did you guys do when you first heard of this tabloid?
Well, I tried to gather up all the copies and throw them away.
I just don't know who would do this. Like, don't they have something better to do?
And I think that's an important point. With bullying being such a prevalent topic in today's society, it's important to discuss why bullies do it and healthy ways that you can react to such things.
People do it because they're bored with their lives or insecure with themselves.
I think the best way to overcome it is to just ignore bullying. Bullies are usually just looking for a reaction out of someone, so if you don't do anything, they have no reason to continue. There's usually something going on in their lives that trigger them taking out their anger.
What do you mean?
When I was younger, my parents went through a divorce, and I really didn't know where to take my anger out on the world. I was going through an awkward phase, and I did some things that were really mean, and looking back on it now, I really didn't like the person that I was.
Well, everybody makes mistakes.
No, I did something I'm not sure if I can even forgive myself for.
Well, it's good that you recognize that, and you're not the same person you were.
And I think that's what really matters. We'll be back with more bullying tips from Professor Reynolds right after this quick commercial break.
So, what was that all about?
I'm sorry, that was a lot for me to handle.
What were you talking about before?
Angela Carter. Janelle and I didn't want to tell you guys because we didn't know how you'd react. But you know how we said we went to elementary school with her?
Yeah.
Well, Angela was a couple years older than us, but we went to the same after-school program at a park in the next town over. She always tried to follow us around, so Janelle and I kind of pulled a prank on her.
No, what did you do?
Well, we snuck out to the woods for a game of hide-and-seek, but once Angela covered her eyes and started counting, Janelle and I ran back to the park and left her there.
Did she ever find out?
We don't know. She never came back. Her name was all over the newspapers, and Janelle and I were too afraid to come forward. We didn't mention her name again until our senior year when somebody swore that they saw her alive. I tried to convince Janelle to come clean, but we got in a huge fight and didn't talk again until at the theater last semester.
Oh my God.
I was so sure we were the ones responsible for her death, but now I know she's still alive.
What do you mean she's still alive?
She was sitting right across from us at the interview.
Here you are, Miss Myers. This was in your mail earlier.
Thank you. And you know, you can call me Paige. You're my intern, not my student.
Okay, Miss Myers.
Of course, the only thing worse than feeling guilty is having somebody else find out what you're guilty of.